Okay, I hope you're having a nice Christmas. New Year's rapidly approaching. What video today is about a Synovatron DIY kit. Now, normally when I'm making a module or a DIY module, I'll start with something like this. Now, this is a solderless breadboard. As you can see, it's kind of messy, but it's good enough to prototype your stuff. And then once I'm finished with that, I will then go on and clone it to a solder breadboard. Now, this is just a PCB from my local electronics store, and it's laid out the same as the breadboard. You have 840 holes with your power rails and obviously your pads, which are all interconnected. Now this is fine normally for testing, but if say you were going to put it into a Eurorack, this is a typical 4 HP Eurorack front panel. You can see together there, there's no way you can mount this. It's too small. So I normally will have the prototype board sitting inside the case and a header running off to this. Now, I just received this from Tony at Synovatron. He sent me this for evaluation. Thank you very much, Tony. And I'll just show you what's actually in the kit here. What you get is a few bags of components. I think that's everything in there. Yep. And let's have a look what we get in the box. Well, first off, you get two single-sided PCBs. You get a bunch of components, which is some potentiometers, some jacks, and some decoupling capacitors, which you're going to need, and some ribbon cables. Let's have a look here. A few headers, and if we look at this board here, you'll see it's kind of similar to this, but it's a much more convenient size for modulars. Now, this has been laid out really well. You've got power lines. This is the Dopfer standard. You've got space for your jacks with the brackets. I'll just take one, put one on, so you can see how that looks. You just put the potentiometer onto the bracket, put the screw on. I'll just put this on lightly. This is just a quick demonstration. And I'll screw that up. Now this will can go into the board. Okay. As you can see, you can mount the 5 jacks onto there, and you also have interconnects so that you can connect the main board to the jack board. Now with the jack board, obviously it's been laid out so that you can put these jacks on there. I'll just show you one of them on there. You can have the jack board and the main board. You've also space on here. It's thoughtful enough to put space for switches or for LEDs. And I don't know if you can see this close enough on the camera, but the boards are laid out very logically. They're not connected horizontally, but they are connected. There are some connections. For example, you've got the +12, -12, and your ground line, and it's clearly marked on the whole board. So basically, you can actually plan your module originally on breadboard, and you can actually come to one of these kits, and you can turn it into a fully functioning module, which I will do. I'm going to make another video of this in the near future, and I'll show you what I make with it. I'm not sure what I'll do. I might end up making a CV mixer or something like that. Of course, you don't get the panels, but you can get them made at Schaefer with Front Panel Express or Pro Modular in the USA. And as you can see, the boards fit a Dopfer front panel very, very nicely, so you can fit them into your modular. And that's pretty much it. If you want one of these kits, I think they cost a little over £20. You can get them Synovatron. I'm going to put a link on the blog to Tony's website, blog rather, and a link to an eBay auction where you can actually buy them directly if you just want to buy them with no fuss at all. And that's it. Yeah, stay tuned. I'll be back with another videos pretty soon showing you what I make with this.